everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, but just before we get into the video, I've just got to let you know that this video is presented by EA Game Changers, and I did receive a free early access copy of The Sims 4 Strangerville to go ahead and show you in today's video. So this home, well, it's not actually a home, it's it's a home, but it's three of them in one lot. So this is a kind of Strangerville trailer park build. So it's kind of just three kind of tiny homes sort of thing in kind of one community lot, I guess you could call it. Now I've done this idea a few times. I've actually done a tiny home community build like last week, and I've done a few other builds where it's kind of like, you know, like a gated community sort of thing, or just like multiple homes on one lot. But kind of like the trailer sort of caravan sort of thing I've never really done before. I have actually done a trailer home a little while ago by itself, but I haven't really done something like this, and I have actually had this idea requested a few times to do with Strangerville, so that's what we're doing here. Now I was kind of a little bit, you know, sort of putting this idea off a little bit because I've known from other people who've done trailer park builds to kind of get some backlash from it, and you know, just because it can be a sensitive topic sometimes depending on how you kind of word it and stuff. But this is kind of just, you know, nothing meant by it. This is just for fun, really, just to kind of explore the items and things like that. And yeah, so we're just working on the first home here, and they are pretty small actually, so it was kind of hard at some points to kind of get what I wanted into each home. So for this first home, I'm kind of going to show you everything about it, and this is what I do a lot for these multiple home builds, because sometimes they can be repetitive. You know, for example, doing the 3 bathrooms in these builds, like all the same, so I'm not going to show you all of them because they're identical. So what I did was, what I normally do for these type of builds where it's multiple homes in one lot, for one of them, normally the first one, I'll kind of just show you everything, how I do it from start to finish. And then the other ones, I can cut out bits which are repetitive. So for this home here, you're going to see the full thing. So as you can see, the bathroom again is pretty much how I do them every single time. And also these homes aren't really run down. They're not like mega expensive, but they're also not really run down. It's kind of in the middle. So, you know, it can be for a range of different sims, like starter sims, and you can kind of make up a storyline if you want to, and let me know kind of what type of sims you'd use this build for. And yeah, so we're just doing a little living room area there, and as you can see, the kitchen is pretty tiny, and I managed just to fit in like a 2-seater table there, but you don't really need any more than that, really. And then if you do have people over, they can just use, you know, one of the couches or something. And then here is one of the bedrooms in this build. So each of the homes has 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom. So here we're doing the first one. Again, like, it's a pretty neutral scheme, colour scheme. I don't really like to do personalised things in my builds. I've said this a lot, but just in case you're new over the last couple of days for Strangerville videos, I keep all my builds like neutral. Like, all the rooms are kind of neutral colour schemes. I don't really do, you know, like a teen's room who's interested in music and art, that sort of thing. I keep things very kind of just simple in my builds, which makes it easier for you to download any one of my builds. So, you know, if you have like 2 completely different sim families, they can both use that same house, because it's not like it's very specific to one sim. And I know you can easily kind of change it up if you want to as well, so you know, that's up to you. So sometimes I do kind of do slightly personalized things, but for the majority of the time I just prefer to do them neutrally. And yeah, so we're just kind of working on the structure of the second home. They're all pretty much the same size, kind of like 5 tile width. I'm not really too sure about the length, but I know about that. And also I kind of do 1 pop out on one of the ends of the homes on all 3 of them, I think, just to kind of, you know, sort of make the shape a little bit more interesting, I suppose. And yeah, so also the other thing, you can see I put those satellite dishes on the roof. Now, I know that's kind of a normal thing in real life to have, you know, a satellite dish on your roof for like the TV and stuff. But I actually think that the satellite dishes in this, that came with this particular pack, are for like different reasons. So maybe that can go along with the storyline, maybe, of like, maybe this has some sort of secret behind this trailer park or something. So if you have any thoughts about what that could be, then, you know, feel free to kind of leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. And yes, so we're just going around onto the second home now. It is pretty much, you know, similar really. I just kind of change up colour swatches here and there, and also as well I can use the parenthood counters here too. I also had a bit of trouble when it came to putting this build up on the gallery. Well, actually, it's not like up on the gallery yet. I've just kind of put it in my library ready for when the pack comes out. I can then share it. But the picture of this lot, there's actually a tree in front of the lot, and it was so frustrating because I could not get a screenshot right of the build. So I tried to move it to the other 40 by 30 in this in this world, which is where I built the Strangerville villa yesterday, I think it was, and on that lot, but it's you know 40 by 30, but it's rotated the other way around, so it didn't really work. So I just had to come back to this lot to upload it to the gallery, but there's a huge big tree in front of it, so you can't really see anything, and that's super frustrating when that happens, but you know there's nothing I can really do about it. But you know the thumbnail for this video is different though. I'm pretty sure when we got that gallery update, like a long, well, I can't even remember how long ago it was. Was it when we got seasons? They kind of did like an overhaul of the gallery, and they were kind of saying how in the future we'll be kind of adding a feature in where you can take your own screenshots for the thumbnail picture on the gallery at a different angle than the preset ones, which I thought would be such a fantastic idea, especially for lots like this where it has sort of faults on them for taking pictures. But I haven't heard anything more about that for some reason, so let me know if you have and I've just missed it, but that was going to be such a useful feature. I hope we do get it at some point. And yeah, so the other thing you can see as well is that I just kind of sized up those toy trailers and kind of put one of those little things from Seasons. It's kind of like a, I don't know what you call them, those little black things that I put on. You put them on roofs and stuff as like a little roof decoration. So I went ahead and put one of those on to look like the little toe thing that you put onto the, like attached to the car. I can't think what it's called. So I went ahead and used that as kind of to look like that. And now we're just working on the last film, I think it is. And as you can see, this one's orange on the exterior, which I thought was a little bit random, but it kind of, you know, just made it a little bit more colourful, I suppose. So I went ahead and put that in. And I did go ahead and do a purple bedroom here, just to kind of switch up the colour scheme a little bit. And we're kind of nearing the end of this build already. Now, you know, it didn't really take me that long. I think this build took me about 50 minutes to an hour or so, around that time frame, which is no time at all really. But you know, they are pretty small homes, and also there's only 3 of them compared to when I've done other types of community multiple homes on one lot type of builds before, there being more homes. So this didn't really take that long. So right now we're just going around doing the landscaping in this last house, and again, you know, the landscaping is pretty simple. It wasn't really the main focus of this build, so it's not really any different than my other builds how I do landscaping. But yeah, so we're just going ahead and put like a fountain in the middle here because I thought the driveway was a little bit kind of bare, so that's what I went ahead and did there. And yeah, so I'm going to probably wrap up this voiceover here because we haven't really got that much time left. Also, just for reference, I'm doing this voiceover on the 22nd, and I think this is going up on the 25th, I think, so the build should be going up on the gallery tomorrow, I would say, or maybe the next day. Well, the 27th is actually my birthday as well. So, you know, it might be a day or two delay from when this goes up on the gallery, but I'll try to come back here and leave a link in the description if that's an easier way for you to download it from the online gallery. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed today's build. In the comments section down below, let me know about what you thought of it. If you have any more suggestions for builds or anything else with Strangerville you want to see next, that'd be really helpful to hear. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!